We're going to see our second fight of the night.
Thank you.
Sandy Tsagouris against Shannon O'Connell. Coming to the ring is Shannon O'Connell, who comes from Australia with an 11-3 record, 6 knockouts. She is actually got a really tough story coming to the ring, like most boxers do. She comes to us with a style that I think will give Sandy some trouble. She moves well in the ring, she has a good jab, and she can, at times though, stay in the pocket a little bit too long. Tell us about Sandy and what she can do to counter this boxing style of Shannon O'Connell.
Well, Sandy's, well, she's a very good boxer. She comes straight at you. She'll box and weave. She has power. It hasn't been shown in many of her fights, but she's very good. She can box, and she knows how to use the ring and to slow her opponent down and how to cut off the ring. They don't call her Little Tyson for nothing.
Got Shannon O'Connell in the ring, ready to rumble, and we'll be...
Sandy, Little Tyson, Tsagouris.
Great atmosphere in here tonight, Troy.
Oh, it's definitely a live atmosphere. It's an atmosphere that myself, I would love to fight in front of.
Well, Troy, it's not too late. Sandy's 34 years old, 5'5", has a record of 12-2, 6 knockouts, and you can actually hear the crowd starting to come alive for her. They like
right.
Sandy.
They definitely like Sandy. I think Sandy has, it's hometown. So I feel like she probably has a lot of her fans here tonight to watch her fight, to watch her perform.
Shannon O'Connell, her opponents, had 14 fights. Sandy's also had 14 fights, but she's faced the better competition throughout those fights. She comes from an athletic background. In high school, she played everything from basketball to badminton to tackle football. She started boxing in grade 9 when she had a gym come show a demonstration, and she said that she instantly fell in love with the sport as soon as she connected her first right hand on the pads.
You know what? That's a good point. Being an athlete and a gifted athlete that can take up many different sports, it only gives you the advantage when you start fighting. Because you got that natural ability, so to get you to build up your stamina is not a problem. Now, the main thing that she has to work on is her technique and her skills. Because being a nice, healthy, strong, and athlete that can take on many different roles as, say, a boxer or a basketball player and be able to, it just makes you a versatile performer.
She turned pro at 23 years old.
Boxing in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the pink, her professional record, 11 victories with 3 defeats, 6 wins. Coming by way of knockout from Queensland, Australia, introducing Shotgun, Shannon O'Connell. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white and black. As a professional, 12 wins with 2 defeats, 6 victories. Coming by way of knockout, hailing from Toronto, Ontario, introducing Sandy, Little Tyson, Tsagouris.
Can you hear the crowd, Troy? They love her.
Oh yes, they definitely love her.
She's got to win here tonight if she wants to become a star.
Ladies. All right, ladies, I want a clean fight, okay? I gave both of you instructions in the changing room, pre-fight instruction. I want both of you to listen to my comment at all times, but most importantly, protect yourself at all times. All right, touch hands, good luck to both of you.
Here we go, 6 rounds. Sandy has to come out aggressive, show Shannon that she can't move around the ring easily. She's got to cut the ring off.
Well, this is her hometown. She has to go out there and step to Shannon and let Shannon know that she's coming all the way from Australia, and this is her place. This is her home. Just prove to her that she's not going to let her walk away with the win over her.
Start off, jabs being thrown. Sandy showing some range. We talked about how she's the more rangy fighter, throws a lot of jabs, throws a lot of 1-2s. Oh, Sandy lands a hard right hand, puts her down within the first few seconds of the fight.
Sandy comes over with a nice jab and straight right connect.
Shannon is up. She doesn't look badly hurt. Do you think that that was a punch that actually hurt her, or was it just the first round and being a little bit cold in there?
It was a calculated punch from Sandy because she landed it perfect, right on the button. But at the same time, Shannon could have been cold.
Oh, lands another right hand.
She got hit again. That's because of the power of what Sandy has.
Sandy's showing us a lot of power in the first minute of this fight. She looks great in there. She wants to make an impression. She was telling us before the fight that one of her biggest concerns as a female fighter was the lack of attention that the females got. Tonight, she's here. She's got a big platform. She's got a lot of people watching her, and she's seen Ronda Rousey do big things for female sports in general. Tonight is her night. She wants to become Canada's next big star.
Yes, definitely, and she can, and she's looking very good doing it right now. I remember when girls first started boxing, and you could tell that it's females inside of the ring at the amateur stage. But now a few years later, when they took off the headgear, you wouldn't have known that it's a female inside of the ring. That's because they've gotten so much better over the years.
And they'll continue to get better. Sandy's getting better every fight. She's won 3 straight to get here. We're less than 10 seconds left. Dominant first round, 2 knockdowns, at least a 10-7 round for her. But I think she wants the knockout.
That was a great first round for Sandy. She landed, she came out, she got what she needed. She proved to Shannon that you're not coming into my hometown and you're not going to beat me. She put that.
Let's see some replays here. That's the first
As
knockdown.
you can see, it was a well calculated. It was a perfect setup.
Well timed.
Where it was jab, straight right, straight down the middle.
Shannon doesn't look that badly hurt, but the second knockdown kind of proves that it's not just her being a little bit cold in the first round. Sandy's got some power.
Oh, Sandy's definitely got some power, and you can see it. And you can see that it comes from her legs. Her foundation is the ring, the platform.
Sandy
and
comes...
her punch powers come directly from there. She turns her body into it. Turns her shoulders, turns her hips, pivots her feet, and that's where her power comes from.
Here we go, round 2 of 6. Hard punches being thrown. You can hear them from here.
Yes, and Sandy just got caught with a nice left hook, but what I can see right now is that Sandy needs to start putting the jabs, a little bit more jabs. Don't be too ready to throw that straight right all the time. Set it up.
Set it up, yep. She hasn't gone to the body
yet. You gotta
go
back to popping the jab and come over with the straight right and set those punches up.
Well, she knows that the right can hurt her. So it's important for her now to throw punches that'll distract her from the right hand so she can land it, because Shannon must be looking for the right hand and trying her best to avoid it.
Definitely she's looking to avoid that punch because that punch put her down twice.
Shannon O'Connell starting to move forward now, not just backing up, throwing some hard punches, not just moving away when she's in the inside, in the pocket. She's standing in the pocket, she's punching. We talked about earlier in the fight, it's dangerous for her to stand in the pocket, and Sandy has power.
Right now, it's dangerous for both fighters to stand in front of each other because anyone can get hit at any time.
Sandy landing some beautiful rights there. Both fighters not utilizing the jab as much as they should.
Yes, both fighters I would like to see use the jab a lot more. Sandy, I definitely would like to see her use the jab more. She can double it up and then start landing straight right after.
We're in the second round, and Shannon O'Connell starting to get tired. There's a beautiful left hook to the body by Sandy.
Sandy's moving her head well.
Cutting the ring off there. Almost got her in the corner. 10 seconds left. Oh, that was a little bit late. And Shannon landed a nice right before.
Yes, and Sandy got hit Shannon a little bit after the bell.
We see Shannon in the corner, looking like she's trying to get her bearings back.
And I think she has. She's woken up from those 2 knockdowns.
She definitely put up a better second round than she had a first round.
Yes, she has.
Sandy now knows that this isn't going to be an early stop. She's got to go in there. She's got to be ready for 6 rounds. She knocked her down twice in the first round, but she's got to stay patient.
That's right. The more she jabs to set up her punches, she would either see an earlier night or better results.
Round 3. Sandy enters the ring with 2 straight knockouts, one against Yolanda Segura and one against Maria Jose Nunez of Argentina. A beautiful right hand to start.
Sandy's found a home for that straight right. Now she just needs to keep on setting it up.
Goes to the body there with the right hand, mixing it up, not just going upstairs. Now Shannon copies her and throws a straight right to the body and tosses the jab right after. Sandy's jab falling short. The jab is an effective punch to find your range. Sandy's missing a lot.
That's why Sandy needs to add not just 1 jab, but she needs to add 2 jabs to it. Because if you realize that your jab is actually falling short, that means there's a reason why, because you're showing not enough jabs. So pop the jab once, twice, maybe even 3 times. Get close to your opponent so you can let your hands go.
There's 2 jabs followed with the right hand, and she landed the right hand. Troy, you called it.
She's working well. She's moving her head well.
Shannon O'Connell swelling under her left eye.
Don't walk in anything. Be smart.
Sandy now putting her punches together, not just landing 1, but landing 2 or 3 at a time.
Also, Shannon, you can see that the 2 knockdowns have brought a spark to her. Now she's actually fighting.
Nice jab by Sandy. 10 seconds left. Sandy's dictated this round.
Sandy caught her again with a nice straight right. There she goes, popping the jab.
A good 3rd round.
Shannon looks a little bit frustrated because she got hit pretty hard in the round, in the 3rd round.
Troy, we're 3 rounds in. How do you have this fight so far?
So far, I have the fight definitely going for 3 rounds for Sandy.
3 rounds for Sandy with the 2 knockdowns in the first round.
Yes.
So it's as if she's won 5 rounds in a row.
That's
Shannon has to do something big to take this fight as a decision, or she's got to. It's almost impossible for her to take the decision now, since there's only 3 rounds left. She's got to go for the KO.
Well, definitely she has to go for the KO because, or do an amazing job in this round to have the judges on each side of the ring swayed to go her way.
Well, judges do score 10-8 under a dominant round, even if there's no knockdowns. That's happened in the past. Maybe she can do it a few rounds in a row. It's doubtful, though. That jab by Sandy buckled her foot. Shannon is looking ragged in there. Her left eye is beginning to swell badly. It started last round. Sandy's looking comfortable in there, but she needs to remain calm. She needs to keep throwing that jab out. There's no need for her to take unnecessary punishment right now. She's controlling this fight.
She's definitely controlling the fight. I just seen her slip a nice left jab, come up with a nice right hook to the right body shot. She's doing a very good job.
One more in. Go, box.
Right now, I would definitely like to see Sandy. What she needs to do is relax a little bit more and just box. She's still trying to go for that knockout.
Shannon coming out determined this round.
You're busting her up. Don't give it away now.
Shannon's determined because she knows that she's down on the scorecards.
When you're down on the scorecard, is that the mark of a great fighter, a fighter that can come out and keep fighting and not give up?
Yes, definitely it's a mark of a good fighter.
Oh, hard right hand by Shannon. Sandy is down. Oh, she looks hurt. She looks hurt. She goes to the corner. She needs something to hold her up. Let's see if she makes it out of this round. What does she have to do right now?
What does she have to do is actually hold on. Hold on to Shannon. Shannon caught her with a big punch.
She's not holding. She's trying to jab back.
But that's exactly it. She's never been in a situation like this. What she has to do, it looks like she's getting her composure. She's getting back her bearings. But what she has to do is try to hold it just a little bit more.
Right by Shannon.
She survived and she's made it out of the round. Good
round.
Good for her and good for Shannon.
That puts Shannon right back into the fight.
Exactly. It gives her all the confidence in the world now that, yes, Sandy can get hurt as well. She landed an amazing punch just now.
If you're in Sandy's corner, what are you telling her? We're going to see the knockdown here, but tell us, what are you telling her to make sure that she does not lose this fight?
What I would be telling Sandy inside of the ring right now is to keep your hands up. If you need to hold, but move. Let your opponent come after you. You already scored. You have already knocked this Shannon down twice. So now box. Get your bearings back. Get your feet back.
We'll see how she comes out at the beginning of the round. We'll see if her legs are under her. We'll see if she starts throwing that jab out, starts to circle a little bit because she's attacking Shannon the whole fight. She might need to revise that strategy if she's hurt.
Yes, she will. Shannon needs to be just exactly how she is, composed, and tries to set that straight right up once again. As you can see, Shannon comes out and she has more confidence than she's ever had.
Sandy lands her right there. Goes to the body while Shannon misses too. Right hand lands for Shannon. Body shot lands for Shannon. She's gaining a lot of confidence in there. Sandy's got to do something to make sure that this fight doesn't spiral out of her control.
That's right. Once you get hit and you go down to once an opponent gets hit and go down on the canvas, it takes a lot for them to get back up and to come back and to box and beat your opponent.
Shannon's cut. It looks like that blood might be leaking into her left eye, which will impair her vision. We are in round 5. 6-round fight. Sandy now targeting that eye. When you have a fighter cut, do you target that eye and still try to hurt them, or do you just try to land on it to make that cut bigger and get more blood going around their face? Shannon looks really bloody right now.
Again, Shannon, this might be the first time she's ever faced a situation where Shannon's actually cut inside of the ring.
It's been a great fight so far. We've seen both fighters down. We've seen both fighters trying to fight through adversity. Both fighters hit the ground, got back up, kept fighting. Shannon's bleeding, swelling. Right hand lands for Sandy.
Sandy just landed a nice straight right. And yes, it's hard to fight with blood in your face, but at the same time, you have to remember you're in a fight no matter what. The corner will take care of the cut. All you have to do is go out there and box. It was definitely a close round. It could have gone either way.
One more round to go. Shannon, big cut. Her corner trying to take care of it, trying to make sure that she can go through the next round. She seems to be telling them that she's fine, but it surely must be a concern for her in the ring. The cut is coming from the top of the head, which isn't such a bad cut, but if it falls into her eye, it will definitely be hard for her to see. That's what matters. Fighters getting cut under their eye won't matter as much as it is over the eye, and it depends a lot on where that blood ends up landing, and it looks like it's landing
It
right
looks
into
like
her
it was scored from a headbutt, because both fighters, after colliding, it looks like they were Sandy was rubbing her head after it happened.
Here we go, last round, great fight so far. Both girls come out swinging. Left to the body lands for Shannon, right hand landed for Sandy. Nice stiff jab by Sandy. Follows up with a 1-2.
Nice
Keeps
work
punching.
for Sandy. She keeps on punching. She's landing straight to the body. Was a little bit low. Straight right to the body.
Troy, these girls are proving to everybody here that the girls can bang just as well as the guys can.
Like I said, it's a change in the women boxing altogether. Women, if you could not see that they were females, you would automatically think it's guys in there fighting. That's how good the women have become in the boxing circle.
Troy, it's going to be tough for these guys to come out here and follow up this fight. Oh, hard right hand lands for Sandy.
Sandy rolls a jab and comes back with a straight right on Shannon. And you can see that the blood is still trickling down Shannon's forehead.
Sandy really dominating this last round here.
You can see that she's relaxed and she's putting her punches together.
Troy, these girls look like they can go 12. We thought that they were tired early in the fight, but look at them. This is round 6 and they're throwing harder than they've thrown all fight.
This is round 6 and this is also the last round of the fight. You forgot, both fighters have probably forgotten what they did in the last 5 rounds. This is the last round. This is the end of the fight.
They're putting it all on the
line.
line.
They're putting it all on the line, exactly.
There's 10 seconds left. 10 seconds. Sandy will make it 3 in a row if she wins here. And there's the fight, followed with an uppercut.
A nice uppercut to finish the fight.
Great fight, Troy, great fight.
Very, very good work from both fighters.
We've still got more fights to go. So it looks like they're fighting 8 rounds, not 6. Troy, we might get our wish. We wanted these girls to keep fighting, and we're going to get another 2 rounds.
We got another 2 rounds on these girls. That's great.
Be smart in there this round again. Finish the fight. Don't worry about the knockout. Okay, you get it? You get it. We're not looking for it. We're looking for the win. Okay?
Sandy's corner giving her great advice there, telling her not to look for the knockout, to keep fighting her fight.
Okay?
Use her jab.
And that's exactly it. Now, we did not expect them to go. We thought it was a 6-round fight.
Troy, I can see your scorecard here. You've got Sandy up. You had Shannon winning that 1 round. It was a 10-8 round, but Sandy did have that 10-7 round in the first. So we've got 2 more rounds. Shannon needs to do something here in these 2 rounds to win this fight.
Shannon definitely needs to come back with another one of those straight right that puts Sandy down.
Sandy is landing, and as you see there in the clinch, she keeps throwing. The referee warned her there. She keeps throwing because she wants that cut to get worse.
In a clinch, sometimes you need to keep working until the referee actually stops. Maybe the referee might be a little bit slow to actually stop the action. So that's why Sandy, as experienced as she is, that's why she kept on throwing.
Sandy continuing to throw that jab now. She wasn't throwing it at the beginning of the round, but she's listening to her corner. And now she's really landing it, utilizing it, and also using the ring, not just coming forward, turning around.
Now she's comfortable. Now Sandy's comfortable. She's a little bit more relaxed inside the ring. So that's why she's starting to put the punches together. Use her experience. Use the jab, and get to the opponent. Shannon right now landed a jab, but she also got caught with a jab from Sandy. Sandy just came over with a nice jab straight right.
Yep. And Shannon replied with a right hand, but there wasn't much mustard on it. There's a left hook that lands for Shannon. But Sandy moves right out of the way, circles beautifully, and gets back to the middle of the ring when she throws an uppercut and lands that. And a beautiful jab. And a beautiful right hand to follow.
Beautiful right hand. Comes up the middle with a nice right uppercut. It almost looks like Shannon's giving up.
You know, Troy, the referee might want to stop this soon. I really think the referee might want to stop this soon. It's the end of the round, so he might let her
It's
go.
an exciting fight.
Will Shannon make it out of the round?
They're both fighting. Shannon has made it out of the round. That tells you like that both fighters are in great shape, because at one point Shannon has went down twice. Sandy has went down once, and they're still fighting to this point, and they're still trying to signify that they will be the winners at the end of this fight.
You know what? I think there's going to be no loser in this fight. I think Shannon's going to have a great career afterwards. I think Sandy's going to reach for the stars because she's going to become a star. We can see some exchanges there. Both girls just throwing, letting it all out.
Both girls are working. You can see Sandy's working the body, coming over with the hook, the left hook to the head. And both girls are letting their hands go.
Now Sandy does keep that lead hand low, but she moves her head well, so she doesn't get hit back. Here we go, 8th round. They touch gloves, sign of respect, two great fighters in the ring. And they start working, as they have been for 7 rounds.
Sandy's worked the body, come over to the top with the left hook.
Shannon O'Connell is no stranger to hardship. You'll notice that tattoo on her right calf with the number 78. Her father was a race car driver, and his car's number was 78. He died when she was 2 years old. Since then, she said she gets in the ring to impress her father and make her proud. I think today, her father would be proud to see her fighting this fight. He would be proud to see his daughter in there, fighting like a man, and making sure that no matter how down in the cards she is, she's putting in 100% effort.
She has never stopped trying. She's been on the canvas twice, and she's still fighting at this point to come back and to knock Sandy down.
Sandy, on the other hand, as we mentioned earlier, was complaining about the lack of coverage for female fighters. We told her that she'd have to come in here and make a statement. I think she did just that. I think that Toronto and Canada will be looking forward to her next fight, and it looks like she'll take the win home tonight.
It definitely looks like she's going to take the win home, and she's put up a great fight tonight.
20 seconds left.
She showed that she can get hit, and also that she can get up from getting hit.
Both fighters are giving us 100%.
Nice
Sandy lands a right hand and the left hook.
And the left hook.
Her corner encouraging
now it's
her
time
to
for
keep
Sandy
going.
just to hit the body and come straight up to the head.
What a
Not
fight.
enough time, but it was a beautiful last effort.
What a fight.
Yeah,
The crowd is on their feet. They love it here. This is boxing.
This is definitely boxing, and this is female boxing tonight.
Adonis Stevenson, Errol Spence, Donovan Roddock, Dylan Carmen, they have a lot to follow.
They have a lot to live up to with these ladies putting on such an amazing fight tonight.
You'll notice Steve Molitor in the corner of Sandy, former champion from Toronto, who also was talking about how excited he would have been if a platform like this was around when he was active and when he was a world champion.
Like I said, Khaled, this tonight, what's happening here for boxing in Toronto, it only platform for the next generation that is actually here at the fights and watching it. We need more. We definitely need more. We have United Promotion that puts on fights, and we have Global Legacy that puts on fights as well. We definitely need more of these fights for the young generations to come up to.
I agree with you, Troy. And another thing that Global Legacy and Les Woods and Lennox Lewis, who are all part of Global Legacy, have been talking about is not just Toronto, but to take it to Calgary, to take it to Nova Scotia, to take the sport across the country. Boxing for too long has been a Quebec-only sport in Canada. It's time for the sport to grow. It's time for these great fighters to have big platforms like they do in the States. And I think that tonight's the first night where the crowd's excited. Let me tell you, Troy, we're going right now to the announcer.
The distance inside the ring will go to your judges' scorecards.
What do you
Your
guys want,
first
face this way,
judge,
face this way?
Jeremy Hayes,
Which way
sees the
want my
fight
face?
77 to 73.
Which way you guys want me to face?
While judges
Which way-
Raymond Runner and
which way should I
Martin
face?
Delita
Raise your
both see
hand.
the fight
Doesn't
the same
matter?
in 78 to
Doesn't matter?
72. All see it for the winner by unanimous decision.
Sandy.
Sandy Little Tyson Tsagouris.
To Sandy.
Sandy makes it 3 wins in a row. A great fight, a great fight. She goes over to Shannon. I think that was the best fight either one have had. I think that they will both go home happy. I think that Shannon will have a bright future ahead of her because she proved that she's a fighter. And Sandy, I hope, and I know that you hope, will be back here at the Ricoh fighting in her next fight.
Yes, definitely. And I believe that both fighters tonight, both girls, have fought to their best of their abilities, and they brought the best out of each other.